Well, friends, it's finally time to get started on the interior of the Harbor Haven, and I decided to start on the first level because the kitchen and the living room are my favorite rooms to complete, so might as well do those first. My plan is to create a kitchen and dining room combo, much like my last house, and I would love to use the big open room, but unfortunately the chimney is on that side, so I have to use the smaller room. I'll be utilizing the bay window as an eat-in kitchen area, and then adding an L-shaped cabinet with an island and some open shelving across from the cabinet. First, I'm focusing on the bay window situation, and I know what you're thinking. This looks absolutely horrible, but just stick with me because I promise it's going to get better. Now, you know, I love using fabric as wallpaper because it gives it a very realistic texture, so that's exactly what I'm going to do in this dollhouse as well, and I'm using this beige color for the kitchen and eat-in area. I did not frame the inside of the bay window when I framed the outside, so I have to quickly do that and then paint everything the same shade of white to match. I'm also using some dollhouse window casing to frame out the window so that it looks more like a built-in. The base of the window is flat with the opening of the wall, and I get why it was done like that, but I really wanted it to look like a built-in, so I made a faux front to give that illusion. I painted it the same shade of white as the window frame, and then I glued it into place right under the window. Next up, I had to make the bench seat, so I just traced my pattern onto some regular printer paper, and then once I made sure that fit, I traced it onto some really thin balsa wood, which is super easy to cut through. I even just used my regular old scissors and it cut through like a piece of paper. I cut the cushion out of a piece of foam, and then I just wrapped the fabric around the foam and secured it in place with some fabric glue. I'm going to be painting the kitchen cabinets navy, so I chose this really pretty striped navy fabric for the bench seat. I used the same fabric glue to attach the bench seat to the piece of wood, and then I set that aside so I could work on the pillows for the bench seat. I think I'm going to be adding yellow as an accent color in the kitchen, so I went ahead and used this really pretty light blue and yellow floral fabric to make my cushions, and then I just stuffed it with my regular old polyfill and closed it up with my fabric glue. I like to sew my pillows first, and then I just close the opening with fabric glue because I think it lasts a lot longer, but you can easily just use fabric glue for the entire pillow. And finally, it was time to put the whole thing together, so I added my bench seat and then I added my pillows, and I'm still not really sure how I'm going to style the pillows. I started out with just a big pillow and a small pillow on each side, but once I stepped back, I didn't think that it looked very good, so I tried another option of just putting the pillows in the center, and then I didn't like that, so I put it back where they were, and then I thought maybe this way or maybe this way, and then I just ended up putting them right back where I started. So you have to let me know in the comments which way you like the pillows staged best. I'm so happy with the way the bench seat turned out. I think it looks so cute, and I can't wait to get the rest of the eat-in area finished and get started on the kitchen.